quick and really informal session, or episode rather, of Brick Wall Reviews. Real quick, so I just watched the latest episode of Star Wars: The Clone Wars on Disney Plus. For those of you who don't know, the Clone Wars is in its seventh season. This is its last season, and it's on Disney Plus. They've been releasing it weekly, so I've been tuning in, watching it. First 6 episodes was, it was all right, nothing really noteworthy, but this ninth episode rather, because it was 8 episodes before. This is the ninth episode. This is how informal this is. I'm just getting on here because I was like, this is the hottest episode of this show I've seen since all of season 6. This episode 9 right here of Star Wars: The Clone Wars final season, it is outstanding. Like, I changed my shirt for this review. You see my face a little oily. I put a little bit of oil on the face, but this episode was amazing. For those of you who don't know, the Clone Wars is basically a Star Wars TV show, animated TV show, started on Cartoon Network and moved to Netflix and now on Disney Plus. It follows that in-between period of some of the Star Wars movies. So I think it's in between 2 and 3, which is all of the Clone Wars. You have new characters in there. Well, a new character, mainly Ahsoka, who this episode is centered around her and her, I guess you could say, her return to the Jedis. Not really return. It's kind of hard to talk about. It's a few episodes you would have to watch to really get the full context of this here episode. But man, for all my Star Wars fans out there, this episode, whew, I mean, the next few episodes of this, I'm expecting it to be in tip-top condition. I mean, everything about this episode, it started differently. I mean, it started in dead silence, hit the Star Wars theme. I mean, the animation on this was top notch. I mean, it looked like it was theatrical. It was actually, thinking back on it, it was as good as the season 6. It was as good as the season 6 animation. Like, all the season 6 animation was the animation for this one episode, and I think it's going to carry through the next couple of episodes. Boy, when I say, I mean, this is informal, so y'all got to excuse me. I'm just going off of my hype right now. I mean, if you a fan of Star Wars, if you're a fan of the Clone Wars, if you've been tuning in and watching on Disney Plus, or even if you've just been considering tuning in, this last stretch is it. I mean, it pretty much starts with Ahsoka. Well, it doesn't start with Ahsoka. It starts with Obi-Wan and Anakin kind of in the middle of a battle. And Anakin comes in. I mean, his introduction into the episode is like, he out here dodging laser bullets. Like, it's crazy. Like, everything on this episode is hype. It's peaked up. Like, it's crazy. I couldn't believe how cool it was, especially since like the first 6 episodes, they kind of moved a little slow. They gave you a lot of context behind a lot of some of the stuff that was happening during this time, because right now in this final stretch is happening right before everything that happened in episode 3, which was Revenge of the Sith, which is where Anakin took his dramatic turn into Darth Vader. But for this it's the Siege of Mandalore, which is, I'm not as vexed in the Star Wars lore as a lot of my friends and peers and a lot of my viewers probably are, but this is the Siege of Mandalore. This is the well-told, this is the first time we're seeing this actual Siege of Mandalore play out on screen. So the Siege of Mandalore was pretty much, it was, from what I'm gathering, again, I'm not too well versed on this, but from what I'm gathering, it has to do with Darth Maul being on Mandalore, and the Mandalorians, well, the Death Watch, which is a group of Mandalorians trying to take back Mandalore from the control of Darth Maul, who's a Sith Lord. Man, I mean, it just. And the funny thing about the Siege of Mandalore is that it happens at the same time as the things that were happening in the beginning of episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, was happening. So it's like, It's crazy. It's crazy. It's really crazy. It's a lot to explain. I would definitely give Clone Wars a watch or maybe read up on it because it's like that in itself is like maybe like a 30-40 minute video for me. And we don't have that time right now. It's a lot of expansive lore, but just hopping into these episodes, and if you know the story, you know the story. So I'm speaking to y'all if y'all know the story. This is Ahsoka's return to the I guess you could say it's her return to the Jedi Order. I don't. It's hard to explain because to explain it. It would mean I have to go into a whole bunch of backstory, a whole bunch of lore, and you'd be better off watching the show than listening to me talk about it. But enough about the backstory. Let me just tell you, as the episode alone, the action is on point. Like I said again, the animation is on point. The story. It was a part where Ahsoka, she returned with the Jedis and everything. She's talking to Anakin, and Anakin's so excited and happy to see her, but she's standoffish because she walked away from the Jedi Order. Again, a whole another story that you would have to watch the lore and everything to get into. You have to read up on or watch it to get into it. I mean, the Clone Wars is a really good series in itself, and I say it's worth the watch. But I'm just gonna speak to the fans right now. If you have not seen this latest season of Star Wars: The Clone Wars on Disney Plus, find a way to watch it. If you don't got the Disney Plus subscription, get your auntie, your uncle, your mama, your niece, nephew, somebody. Hit them up, get to watching it, catch up, and then hit this episode right here, episode 9. It is insane. For those of y'all who are Ahsoka fans, Ahsoka Tano gets her time to shine. And boy, does she shine. Whoo! Does she shine? I've never seen somebody so nasty with a lightsaber. She's nasty. She got the 2 lightsabers. She in there, boom, and she force throwing the lightsabers, hitting people and forcing them back. That's crazy. It's insane. Let's see. I mean, just the way this episode is starting off on this mission, and I'm very eager. Like these upcoming episodes are gonna be, in my honest opinion, they're gonna be the best episodes of the series, especially since it's coming to the end of the series and it's tying into the things that were going on with Ahsoka, who's become a fan favorite character and is rumored to show up in the Mandalorian season 2. But that's neither here or there. I had to come here and I had to make this video. I had to give this review. My words to the Star Wars fans, my words right now, this episode, if you haven't seen it, I don't think are enough. To non-Star Wars fans, it's a good watch. It's a nice little action cartoon. Some of the episodes, especially like the first 7 episodes, in my opinion, they kind of played up kind of that kiddie fare of it. It was, nice little thing to watch with the kids. But this episode here, even for the casual Star Wars fan, this gives you that, because something was off. Something was off to me for the first few episodes of the season. They were good episodes. Don't get me wrong. They were good episodes. I was very into them, but it was just something that just felt too Disney-fied for me. Hitting this episode again, I gotta say, all the Disney-fication that I felt in those first 7 episodes, no, first 8 episodes. This is episode 9. I gotta remember. The first 8 episodes, I felt that Disney-fication. This episode here, it felt like it was back on Netflix. It felt like it was back on Cartoon Network. It felt like Disney didn't even touch these episodes. It felt like they had these episodes waiting in the can to release them, and they released it. And this is the start. This is the start for all the Ahsoka Tano fans. This is the start of finding out how her story arc turned out. The ending of this episode, it has her getting ready to face off against Darth Maul, who, again, for my Star Wars fans, y'all already know what it is. Maul ain't want her on that planet. Maul wanted Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan ain't come. We already know where Obi-Wan was. Now Darth Maul about to get into it with Ahsoka. I mean, I know I'm geeking out, I know I'm nerding out, but this is it. This is the final stretch of the Clone Wars. This is our final look into the things that were happening, not in the movies, but to the side. Um, with everything else going on in the expansive Star Wars universe, this is it. And I, for one, I'm excited about this. I'm excited. Again, like I said, the first couple episodes of the season, everything before this episode was dropped on Friday night, which would be yesterday night because today is Saturday. So everything that dropped last night, what episode that dropped last night, is really that. That's a game changer. That's a game changer for the series. Everything before that, like I said, I mean, to me, it was good. I was into it, but it just felt too Disney for me. These episodes here, I mean, like I said, the action is on point. The characters, just seeing them all reunite and just seeing some of the things that's happening, and on the other side of Anakin's turn to the dark side, and just it was amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm probably gonna be on here for the next couple weeks. You know, if the people want it, even if the people don't want it, I'll probably be around somewhere giving these reviews of these last few episodes, because I gotta say, you know, again, if you're not into Star Wars, then this may not really be for you. I mean, there's a lot of lore, there's a lot of information to go through to actually kind of at least understand loosely what's going on. But for my hardcore Star Wars fans out there, if y'all not watching the Clone Wars Season 7, or if y'all decided y'all wasn't going to watch it because it wasn't for you, hop back in, because this is the perfect time. It's almost over. We in the final stretch. And I mean, they changed the format, and it's looking beautiful. It's feeling beautiful. I'm off the bat, I'm excited for this last stretch of episodes. This is the Siege of Mandalore. This is Ahsoka versus Darth Maul. This is it. This is it. I don't know what's going to happen next. Again, all my Star Wars fans, y'all know the lore before it's being shown to me on screen. So this is my first time seeing all this. But my Star Wars fans, my hardcore Star Wars fans, y'all already know what's up. Don't spoil it for me, but y'all already know what's up. But that's really it, man. I just want to get on here and hype up this episode real quick, because I'm excited. It's good. It's good. It's good. As an action cartoon, it's good. What can I say to people who aren't fans? Oh, Dave, I'm not a fan of Star Wars. I don't like it. You're talking a foreign language to me right now. Why? If you want to give it a try, start with the Clone Wars, and you have Disney Plus. Start with the Clone Wars movie, just for the animated film, just for the animated TV series purposes. Start with the film. Disney Plus, they have a list of essential Clone Wars episodes to watch, so that you can kind of catch up without having to watch all 6 seasons. I would say watch all of season 6. It's all very important. Maybe watch the second movie, episode 2. Check out episode 3. Check out season 7. Then I think you'll have a pretty good understanding of what's going on. But as for right now, this was one of the best episodes of the series I've seen, hands down. And I can't see it going nowhere but up from here. They got to stick this landing now, because they got to stick this landing. They're in a really good spot. But anyway, that's all I got to say for right now. Be sure to like, comment, share these videos. I'm going to post this one on YouTube as well. So make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep viewing there, keep sharing there, keep watching, liking, promoting us, all that good stuff. Help us out. Follow us on Twitter at brickwall_live. The rest of these quick, if you have a TV series that you want us to review, we'll review it. Drop it in the comments, drop it on the page, tweet us, comment on one of our YouTube videos. If you got a show you want us to review, if you got an upcoming show that you want us to review that goes by week basis, or even something on Netflix, something on Hulu, if you got any show y'all want us to review, trust me, we'll definitely do it. Leave the comments, Let us know. Give us some suggestions. Other than that, I'll see you guys for our next review. Thanks for tuning in. Peace. Take it easy. Stay indoors.